Hello everyone, it's Nick here and we're talking from a slightly different room. I thought I'd give it a change of scenery where I could put a load of crap in the background, which seems to be prevalent with videos now, to make it look like I'm a real person and not maybe a robot who does not compute. Anyway, as you know, if you're a watcher of the channel, you know that I pretty much like pinball games. They're pretty retro, and I did do a video beforehand about that, why I like pinball, so I won't go too much into depth with that one. But basically, without pinball I don't think modern day gaming could have happened, and that's arguable. I haven't played a great many pinball tables to date, only because of the expense and the room it will take to actually house one of these things, and the maintenance also. So mainly my experiences have come from digital pinball. First of all on the ZX Spectrum, then the Commodore Amiga with Pinball Dreams and the like, Pinball Illusions, and more recently really good conversions from Pinball Arcade of real life tables from firms like Stern, Bally Midway, Gottlieb, just to name a few, and also I think they've done one from Sega, and Zen Pinball 2 as well from Zen Studios, which is more fantasy tables. Every Thursday I tend to review one of these tables. Not as popular as some of the other videos on the channel, but you know, I'm not a sellout, it's a passion I like, so I can keep doing that until we've actually run out of them, or then I can maybe bring you some pinball news. And this vlog is really about pinball news, to be honest with you. Pinball sort of lost its popularity maybe late 80s and had a bit of a resurgence in the early 90s. And going forward, before the digital age sort of like took over, brought it to most people's households. But like myself, most people can't afford multiple pinball tables, or even one, or have the space to actually house them. And the maintenance, there's like kilometres of cable in any of these advanced systems there, so it's pretty hard to actually have and maintain, as I'm saying. So the most people would generally have, as much like me, their connection with the Pinball Arcade, Zen Pinball 2, or any other version you've got. It's of course ain't different on the Xbox and PC, but it's essentially the same program, not exactly the same. Now, having said that, I come across this really curious Kickstarter recently to do with pinball, and first of all I thought this is a bit of a joke, but the more I read, the more exciting it come. It's like arts and crafts. There's a company, well, the Kickstarter project is called Pinbox 3000, and you can check that out at pinbox3000.com if you want to. But basically, there's a company called Cardboard Teck something or other, I can't read my own writing, Institute, that's it, Cardboard Teck Institute. Cardboard Teck Institute. I should be a doctor in my handwriting like this, is an absolute joke. But anyway, it's run by two professors, so you know, I presume they are professors. Do they look like professors? I suppose they do look like professors. One's called Professor Pete Talbot, and the other one, this name isn't made up at all, Professor Ben T. Matchstick. Yeah, but what's their big idea? Well, their idea is to bring pinball to every home. They're coming up with this rather novel idea of a pinball machine made out of cardboard. Now that sounds absolutely crazy, doesn't it, first of all, but do check out their website. Basically what they're aiming to do is have a customisable cardboard tabletop pinball game system, and also something called a Game Changer playboard expansion. So essentially you can design your own pinball table out of cardboard with these clip-on things you can do. Now I'm sure you're working, how the hell does this work? Well, it comes with an instruction pamphlet, how to build these, to put them together. It's supposed to be quite straightforward. Unfortunately at the moment it's only available in the US, so I probably would buy one of these packs to review and let you know what I think about it. Because you can pretty much, if you're good with the old felt tips and design, you pretty much do whatever you want. Attach whatever old toys or broken toys you want onto this system. It's basically a DIY pinball machine where you can design your own game, given its own names. It's made of fully recyclable materials. It looks quite robust from what I've seen from their website, but how long the cardboard lasts for, and of course it's not going to be fireproof. At the moment, last time I checked on their Kickstarter page, there's 816 backers, that's quite a few, and so far they've raised $97,000. I'm not quite sure how much they need to raise to actually complete this game, or whether it'll go worldwide. But what I look at it does look quite good fun. It's the sort of thing, if I got bought that for Christmas, or sent one for free to review, it would be quite amazing to do, because what will also happen is people will be sharing their designs and stuff. Imagine going around someone's house at a party and playing this cardboard version of Pinball that one of your friends has made. Obviously one of your good friends, not one of your dopey friends that's idiot at everything. One of your clever arty friends has done it. And I think a lot of the spring action is there with elastic bands rather than anything electronicals, as a launcher and flippers. But I'll tell you what comes in the pack. Now you've got instructions how to build the table, 12 sheets containing 39 die-cut parts to do all your ramps and designs and such, although of course if you get used to it you can design your own things on top of that. 30 box nuts to hold things together, 12 rubber bands as I was mentioned there, 3 marbles, so it's scaled down like marble size ball bearings, 1 hook tool, 1 mini pencil, 1 golf tee, I don't know what they are, something crucial to making it I'd imagine, 2 blank playboards with their own flipper and launcher system. That's where the plastic bands come into play. As I say, it's very arts and crafty, so if you're into that, this is something quite interesting to get into. As I say, only available in the US at the moment. Well, I don't think it's available at the moment, it's like a Kickstarter, but hopefully it comes to fruition, goes to the US, and hopefully a few tables make their way over here. Pinbox 3000. Are you on the Kickstarter campaign? Have you got any other news I haven't covered? Because I have just looked at it briefly and only just come to it really. But as a pinball fan, it looks like a good way to bring a manageable pinball game into your house which doesn't need any maintenance. And at the end of the day you can just hook it on a nail or something and just let it go. There's also a mode where you can like link 2 of these things you designed together and have like a battle where the ball goes through the middle. Yeah, so well worth looking at. It's going to be a bit of fun rather than anything of a major technical revolution, but it's just amazing what you can do with cardboard. Even write down notes for a vlog where you can't read your own writing. So it's got endless applications, hasn't it really? Now what else would I want to talk about? Because this is proving pointless, this bit of cardboard. Okay, talking about pinball again. I play a lot of Zen Pinball 2, which I've been reviewing recently, the last few weeks, as we wait for Season 5 of the Pinball Arcade to get his arse into gear and come out on the PlayStation 3. I've got a few friends that play those tables. I'm friends with actually linked as a PSN username, so it gives it an extra dimension when you're playing it on the bus, on the Vita, or even at home. We're trying to beat your friends' scores and they're trying to beat their scores. So far I've only got 3 people that have got a few tables. Some people got lots, some people just got a few, but it's good to see as you compete against each other. Now, if you want to add me on PSN Network, if you've got a PlayStation 3 or a PS Vita, I'm not sure if the PSN names link together with PS4 to PS3, do they? If so, and you want to compare your scores to mine, doesn't matter if you just got 1 table or all the tables, I'm sort of like in the middle really. I'm not the brilliance and I'm not the worst. If you want to add me, my username is njenkin7. I check it practically daily, so if you add me there, send me a message if you want, and I'll add you in, and you see how much better or worse you are than me. There's bound to be a few tables you're better than me, and a few tables that you're worse than me. If you're much better than me, well, great, bring it on, and I'll try and close in on your scores if I've got the time. Also, Pinball Arcade, which I haven't been playing too much recently, but if you want to compare your scores there, I own the first 4 seasons, or is it 5 seasons? No, 4 seasons, so I'm waiting for it to come out, Season 5 to come out, as I said. Anyway, hope you like discussing that. Will you be buying the Pinbox 3000? Have you got one already, or are you waiting for one to be delivered? Let me know. I'd imagine you have to be on the Kickstarter campaign for that. But have a great weekend, and until next time, keep pinballing. And from me, and all this crap behind me, goodbye!